To my podcast where I discuss the myths of the Bermuda Triangle to see if they're true or not. The Bermuda Triangle is a region that includes Florida, Puerto Rico, and the Isle of Bermuda. This is just off the Caribbean to connect to America. Now, the myths are that since the 1400s, boats, planes, ships, they've all been disappearing and no one can explain why. People believe that there are many different beliefs about the Bermuda Triangle and why things go missing. Some say that there's a whirlpool in the water that sucks all the ships in, or the boats, not the planes. The planes bit I don't understand if it's in the water, but yeah. Some also say that it's the city of Atlantis, which is obviously a city from many thousands of years ago that was made up mostly of crystals, and people say that the magnetic force those crystals have are so strong that it can mess up the boats and the ships' signals along with the plane signals. So say if they're supposed to go to America last minute before they land, they get diverted to a different area where because the signal is messed up. If you ask me about the Bermuda Triangle, I originally thought there was some truth behind it because I feel like there were so many different disappearings and stories that I thought something had to be real, because there can't just be a bunch of lies about the same thing. I also believe that there's some truth to it. What truth, I don't know, but yeah, there's something dodgy going on there. But doing more research, I found out by someone who used to live over there that it's all a myth. But then again, I learned this morning that there's a place called Bermuda up north. So hopefully, by God's grace, they mean up north Bermuda and not Bermuda Triangle Bermuda. Now, after doing my research and being told other things, I don't believe in it, because what I was told, if true, is obviously very strong enough to have an answer, and what I've been told is overpowering what I believe. Because if I believe a myth, it's obviously a lie, where if I get told the truth by someone who's experienced it, I can't not believe it. That makes sense? So I feel like now the Bermuda Triangle is a myth, but I still don't get why so many disappearings have taken place in that specific area. I wasn't too sure on what I thought about the Bermuda Triangle, so I went around to the public to ask their views and see what they thought. Here's what I've learned and what I was told about Bermuda Triangle by these 6 individuals. This is my first individual. His name goes by
Makaya.
What do you know about the Bermuda Triangle?
If I'm being honest, I don't really know much about it. Like, I've heard it on the news, I've heard whether it's a myth or if it's real. To be honest, I don't really know much about the Bermuda Triangle.
If I was to tell you as much as over like the many years since like the 1400s, there's been cases where planes and boats and ships have all gone disappearing in that little region, would you believe me?
To be honest, I wouldn't really believe that. Like, I feel like it'd be something that I'd have to research and look into myself. But if you just told me just for the sake of telling me, I wouldn't believe it now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm joined by my second guest.
Jeremiah.
Great. How much do you know about the Bermuda Triangle?
Absolutely nothing.
If I was to tell you it was about a bunch of planes, boats and ships going missing in a triangular area, would you believe me?
Of course.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What do you know about the Bermuda Triangle?
I don't know lots. I know it's a mysterious place, but that's pretty much it.
If I was to say it was about planes, boats and ships going missing magically, would you believe me?
Yes, I would. I think I have heard of some of that sort of stuff happening.
Thank you. This is my next individual. What do you know about the Bermuda Triangle?
I know it's a place near Bermuda where shit goes missing.
Fair enough. If I was to tell you that a lot of planes, boats and ships go missing magically, would you believe it?
Probably.
Thank you. This is my next individual. What do you know about Bermuda Triangle?
Nothing really. I know I've heard a couple stories about it, like stuff going missing, but other than that, nothing.
Okay, if I was to tell you that a lot of planes, boats and ships have gone missing magically, would you believe me?
To be honest, yeah, because of the amount of stuff that goes on in this world in general. It's kind of mad and there's like no explanation for it. So if you used to tell me that, I'd believe it.
Thank you for your input. This is my last individual who will tell us information about the Bermuda Triangle or what they know. What do you know about the Bermuda Triangle?
Nothing.
Okay, if I was to tell you that it's about planes, boats and ships disappearing magically in an area near America, would you believe me?
Yeah, because it's like triangle, it's an area. So yeah, that makes sense.
Elaborate. What do you mean it makes sense? Just because it's a triangle in the area?
No, because like it has the special name, Bermuda Triangle. It sounds like something special happened there, so it makes sense, you know.
If I was to tell you that it's called that because it includes an island called Bermuda, would that mess up your ideology?
Nah, that gives logic. That makes the name make sense.
Fair enough.
As you saw in that vox pop, people did not know what they were talking about. Some people knew and they gave the explanation of what they think about it. But really and truly, the question is the Bermuda Triangle real? That was our podcast on the Bermuda Triangle. I hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you in the next one.